Tonight, the Lenoir County Board of Elections held a formal hearing on two election protests filed after Kinston's municipal election. Those protests concern whether Councilman-elect Les Lipford and Mayor-elect Kareem Moore live within city limits. Charlene Richards was at those hearings, and she's live in the studio now with the latest. Charlene?
Dave, tonight the board motioned to dismiss the protest brought by Maria President against Mayor-elect Kareem Moore, saying that because she wasn't present at the hearing, they wouldn't be able to move forward. But a formal hearing for Councilman-elect Les Lipford continued, with both Lenoir County GOP Chairman Sean Keenan and Lipford's attorney providing documentation regarding his residency. Formal protest hearings for Councilman-elect Les Lipford and Mayor-elect Kareem Moore were held on Monday at the Lenoir County Board of Elections after protests were filed citing residency concerns. Kareem Moore's protest brought by Maria President was dismissed by the board due to her not being in attendance at the meeting, but it is possible that she can refile again. But Moore's campaign team is calling on the board to certify his election once and for all, saying that it is inconsistent with state law for the board to be holding up his certification when there is no evidence that he lives outside of city limits.
The problem is that this is a farce. From day one, there was no evidence presented. The Board of Elections director can administratively dismiss a protest if there is not substantial evidence. And then even at the preliminary hearing, if there is no substantial evidence, that they can dismiss it.
The meeting continued with Lenoir County GOP Chairman Sean Keenan providing evidence in support of his amended protest filed against Councilman-elect Les Lipford, who he alleges doesn't live within city limits. Keenan says Lipford's driver's license, tax documents, and vehicles are registered at his Wolf Lane address. But Lipford and his attorney argue that he resides primarily at his Susan Avenue address, which is located within city limits, saying that because he travels for work, he spends most of his nights at his address on Susan Avenue. The board motioned to deny Keenan's protest, saying that there was a burden of proof on him to show that Lipford lived primarily at the Wolf Lane address, outside of city limits. Keenan responded.
I support the Board of Election. I appreciate their consideration, and they made the decision, and I will live by it.
And Keenan says that he does not intend to appeal or file another protest against Les Lipford and says he wishes him the best. As for Kareem Moore's protest, it is unclear whether or not another protest will be filed against him. Dave?
All right, thanks, Charlene.